Hi, this is Cindy O'Meara from Changing Habits. Today we're going to talk about supplements. There's been lots of questions about supplements. What should I have, especially in times of crisis, which we're experiencing now. So many people are saying, oh, what vitamin C should I have, Cindy? What magnesium should I take? Because there's a lot of information going out about what's good for the immune system. But what's good for the human body is good for the immune system. If your body is working well, your immune system is working well. So number one, it's the food you're consuming. We've already covered that in other videos, and we will cover it more in future videos. So number one, it's the food you're consuming. Number two, it's the lifestyle you're leading. Remember that vitamin D, which is important for the immune system and the health of the body, is found in sunshine. But the sunshine isn't the most important thing. It's the sleep that you're having too. We'll talk more about that later. But just know that that's where you get your vitamin D. So what are the supplements that we should be having? And remember, supplement is the meaning of supplement. It doesn't mean you can eat the ultra-processed foods and have the supplements and think that that's going to work. No. It's about changing the food that you're consuming and then adding to it any supplements that you might need. So there's pharmacological supplements. So these are supplements that we do in times of crisis. So if you have a virus, vitamin C works brilliantly. So you might want to take mega doses of vitamin C. But if it's about prevention, then I look at food for the vitamin C. So foods that are very high in vitamin C is one from Peru called Camu Camu and another one from Australia called Kakadu Plum. They have the highest amounts of vitamin C per gram of these foods. We're now coming into winter. We have our citrus fruits available to us. Like have an orange, grapefruit, lemon in your food, lime. Have all the citruses because they do have vitamin C. Not as high as Kakadu Plum and Camu Camu, but they do. We also have acerola. So acerola can be grown here in Australia. You can plant a tree and grow that. All fresh fruits will have some form of vitamin C in it. Fermented foods also have vitamin C. So for me, I look at the food for prevention. Magnesium. Magnesium is, you're not going to believe it, but when you walk through a forest and there are old fern trees, they let off magnesium, you breathe it in and you get your magnesium fill. It's also in lots of foods, and you can buy oil with magnesium in it and rub it on your skin. Iodine is another one. I was going to say selenium first, but let's go to iodine first. So iodine is another one. How do you get that? Well, you get it in seaweed. So Changing Habits, we have a seaweed salt, but you don't have to buy that. You can go and get other seaweed for your iodine. You can also buy iodine and paint it on your skin because the body will take in what it needs. Selenium and zinc are also important. So instead of going out and buying one in a supplement, selenium is high in white meats as well as Brazil nuts. So maybe go out and buy those foods for more selenium. And for zinc, oysters are brilliant with zinc, but also our red meats. So our good quality red meats will be high in zinc. And if the food or the soil is high in selenium and zinc, many other foods will be high in selenium and zinc, but it's important that the soil is good. So maybe go to your farmer's market, get some good fresh greens and some foods like that, because then you'll get folic acid, because folic acid or folate is for foliage. And so we take lots of foliage. So herbs as well as your lettuces will increase the amount of folate that you'll be having. So this is how I supplement. At Changing Habits, we for years have used a range of whole foods in supplement form. So we have it in powder form. And my favorite at this time in life, and it always has been and it always will continue to be, is I want to make sure I'm getting my minerals as well as my vitamins, and I want to get an array of vitamin C from foods as well as fermented foods. So everything that I've spoken about, as well as fermented foods and some anti-inflammatory herbs. So what I've created, or what we've created, because it's a team at Changing Habits, is that we've created something called Peak Performance. In Peak Performance, we have Camu Camu, high in vitamin C, and also other things. But we're looking at vitamin C right now, so we're going to say that. We also have a blend of green powders. And in that blend of green powders, we have broccoli sprouts, as well as barley green, and we have green stevia. Green stevia is very high in amino acids, as well as wonderful antioxidants, as well as giving it sweetness. We also ferment a food. We put that in our peak performance, and we have some anti-inflammatory herbs that we also add to it. So that's peak performance. So I squeeze an orange, put it in a glass, throw a tablespoon of my peak performance in, and then I add a capful of our organic colloidal minerals. These minerals are made here in Australia. They are made from fulvic and humic acids. They not only have minerals in it, but they also have the communication system for our gut bacteria. So we want to make sure that our gut is strong and healthy. Our microbiome is working its best. So with the peak performance, the colloidal minerals, and all the other tips that I've given you about food, we know that our microbiome is going to be strong, which helps our immune system and the rest of the health of our body. So I hope that helps just a little bit to give you the food that you require, as well as the supplements, food supplements, in order to be healthy and strengthen your immune system. If you'd like to subscribe to my YouTube channel, we'll give you more tips about how to do this. Remember, this is free information. We'll give you more information that you can go to, but most part, this is free information for you to help you through these times of not only crisis, but even in times where there is no crisis. We want to make sure that we're resilient and healthy. So the YouTube channel is Changing Habits, HQ. Also, ask me a question, because that question might be in the next video. I'll see you in the next video. Happy changing habits.